down. Let's talk about it. Joining me now is foreign policy expert Harley Lippman. Thank you very much for being here today. As we take a look at this moved up deadline, do you think this approach is now different from what Trump tried before with Russia? How do you see it?
Well, he's creating a greater sense of urgency by elevating the timeline. But as even Trump told us in his last conversation with Putin, Putin says that he's winning. So why should he make any concessions? That's a challenge here. So we have to show President Putin that he's not going to be winning. And I think the best way to do that is to sell weapons to Ukraine. After all, the Europeans have agreed to pay for it now. So that, I think, would be the best way of sending a signal in no uncertain terms to Putin that America means business and they better work on making a deal and creating peace in the region.
You know, as we're taking a look at what we've got going on this week, Newsnation's Robert Sherman is on the ground in Ukraine for us. Let's listen to what a Ukrainian soldier told him about the current state of the war.
You're at the ground level of this new innovative warfare.
Yeah.
You're saying the United States is not prepared for the new era of warfare that's already here.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's not prepared. And still doesn't see like that it can be a problem.
All right, so that doesn't sound good. What do you think that he means by that? How do you think that Putin, whose war goals remain unchanged, might actually use this moment with Trump's ultimatum to his advantage? And how can we be better prepared?
Well, that's what he's doing. I think the way we have to be better prepared is to always understand that you can't fight the last war. This war in the Middle East and Ukraine and Russia has created enormous innovation, probably more than any war we've seen in recent history. So we have to quickly get up to speed with that kind of technology, with drones and missiles. And I think that's what he's referring to. And I believe the United States and the Pentagon is taking note of this. And hopefully we're on a fast track to developing these new weapons.
You know, Zelensky has announced another large exchange agreement of 1,200 prisoners of war. So a huge headline for us today. How significant is this? Obviously, it sounds pretty big, but how do you see it?
Well, I mean, there's been exchanges before of prisoners. I don't see that as being a significant new development. What's significant is that President Trump, over time, on his own, has evolved to understand that Putin is the aggressor, that Ukraine is just trying to stay alive, and that strength matters. What Trump did in the Middle East with Iran made an enormous difference and really spoke to deterrence and will prevent more wars. We have to show that kind of strength here. I'm not suggesting the United States use its own military forces. Of course not. But help the Ukrainians win. Biden gave them enough weapons to survive. It's almost cruel. You need to help them win. Otherwise, over time, Russia will grind them down.
All right. Well, I appreciate you giving us all of that perspective. Foreign policy expert Harley Lippman, always great to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And